Hi there. So what business are you in? The answer to this question should take less than 2 minutes. Do not bore the person you're talking to. Also, too, here's what a lot of my clients get mixed up about. I mean, truly mixed up about. You're not talking to one person. Yes, there's one person in front of you, but you're really talking to about 100 people. The reason why I say this is because the strategy with your short, clear answer is this. You want them to then take the information you told them about your business, and if somebody inquires about what you do, this person can be kind of a messenger for you, correct? That's how that works. This is why I always say don't talk for 5 or 10 or 20 minutes about what you do with somebody. Give them the nuts and bolts, right? Give them the nuts and bolts of what you do for your business with a little bit of detail. Do not bore them. This is what I tell all my clients who come to me. This is what kills my business clients every time, and they wonder why they're not getting business. This is because, let me give you an example. So what do? Well, I do da 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 da, and then 20 minutes later, they're still talking about what they do. We don't have that attention span anymore. You see the why YouTube Shorts does so great? Instagram and TikTok, 15, 30, 45 seconds. That's a tops for a lot of people these days for their attention span. And that's what you're working with when it comes to pushing your business to somebody else in an interpersonal type environment. Understand? 45 minutes up to 2 minutes is the max. That's all you have. That's your audition, okay? Number 2, I always talk to my clients about, I get this great program from them, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, wow, so what's the purpose of your business? What does it do? And so I see these great plans and they're written out and they're beautiful, right? Color coded, numbered, and everything's there, right? But then at the end of it, I say, well, what's the purpose of this? What does this do? What does your business do? And it's not to be mean, right? My job is not to be mean or to be a jerk. It's to help you grow in your business. To help you grow in your business, besides that short definition of your business, number 2 is you have to be able to define the purpose of your business, right? There are so many problems out there that need solutions, right? And you're coming at that solution head on, but you're coming at me as your coach trying to show me this for me to understand, but there's no defined purpose to what your business does. And so that's what we always work on. I put maybe 80% of my time in the first 2 or 3 weeks into getting your business defined. You should understand what your business does, what it's all about. Now, I always ask about brand identity, right? And people look at me sometimes, what does that mean? Good question. Your brand identity could be things like your mission statement, right? What do you guys stand for? What is the reason for your business? So your business is defined, right? But what's the brand? What are you guys doing, right? And the reason why I want this is because people say many things out there are saturated. No, they're not. There are just a lot of businesses that are doing the same thing that you're doing. But you're going to do it different and better because I'm going to tell you, we got to get a branding for you. We got to have a strong brand identity because right now, your brand identity is kind of weak, right? So if you're making boats and Joe Schmo's making boats, what's the difference, right? You got to be able to redefine yourself from your weak brand identity to a much stronger brand identity. Mission statement could be mission core values, could be core values. It could be anything along those lines that puts you above your competitors, correct? That's how it has to be. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mitchell Jones. I have a master's in economics. I have a BA in city planning with a minor in psychology. I was a medical assistant for many years. Also, I served in the United States Air Force as a military policeman. So I've done a lot of things here in my life, okay? For the past 8 to 9 years, I've been doing life coaching, helping people out, also motivational speaking. So this is what I do. I love doing this. I only have a few areas, though, that I do life coaching in. I do business coaching. I also do relationship coaching. and I do anxiety coaching. Those are my 3 focus points for my coaching, okay? Let's keep on going here. So another thing you want to do is low customer value. So what do I mean by that? I mean, you guys are cutting yourselves short on your own product. Now, yeah, if you're in a business, say you're in a business of making rubber balls, right? You have to still price yourself at a point value that you think the balls are worth. I'm telling you, don't undercut yourself, because it's so easy for everybody to race to the bottom, right? But you want to be where you are, because the rubber balls that you make are quality. They're better. They last longer. People will pay for quality over quantity most of the time, right? So whatever product you're doing, don't worry so much about your competitors, right? Worry about the product that you're making. I love this part of my business. When I do this with coaching for businesses, I love making their product, what they have, a better product without spending much capital at all. It's really fun, really, because a lot of you guys out there with these new businesses, you don't even understand how awesome of a product you have until I come and talk to you about it and I show you, yeah, we got competition, sure, but here's what we can do to make it better. And we always make it better, correct? That's my job, is to make it better. Little side note here, those that do, those that don't teach, right? I do both. I've done both. I've had 2 businesses in Scottsdale, 2 great businesses in Scottsdale, so I know how it works. I get it. That's why I'm such a cheerleader for you guys. I'm such a big coach, because I like to see the small businesses kick butt, okay? That's what I'm all about, all right? Also, too, another big thing I get. This is a huge one. And you guys have so many good ideas, and I get that. I understand that. But you're making your plans, right? So you go to Chamber of Commerce, you get your standard 11 points, make your plans, right? But what people always miss out about is the future planning, the 12 to 18 month horizon. Where are you going to be at that point? We have to make those future plans. You just can't plan for next week or next month. If you plan on making this your end all be all, your creme de la creme, your business, right? Then you have to plan for the future. Here's how I did it. When I was in Arizona, at that time I was single. But I treated my business in my mind like it was my wife, I took care of it. I nurtured it. I made sure it had a lot of love and attention. And that's how I did that. But most of all, I treated her with a future like I do my wife today, right? Because I'm married now, right? So I like the future with her. It's the same with a business. You have to make that thing an endearment to you. You have to look at it like that. People sometimes, what is that, silly, right? It's not silly. If you've been in the arena like I have before, when your end all be all is that business, you're not in some 9 to 5 where you get some guaranteed check by some employer who's using you to work for them, right? No. When you're working for yourself and that business is all yours, it's paying all your bills, it represents who you are, right? That's important. That's no joke. That business has to make it to make you survive. Therefore, you have to show it love every day, and you have to think about it in the future. It's no BS right there, guys. That's how I do my coaching with you. We have to look at things in the future. We make plans for the future. It's like a tree. Why does a tree have roots? Because it's planning for the future. It's growing down there. Same way with your business. There is no difference, guys. You have to put May 2024, you're looking at May 2025 and May 2026. You have to plan for the futures every single time, A lot of you guys are not using resources, free resources. You have a business. I don't see you on Instagram. I don't see you on making a YouTube channel sometimes, a YouTube video sometimes, right? I don't see you anywhere. You have to have some kind of presence these days. I'm not saying do 1,000 TikToks, do 1,000 Instagram, do 1,000, no. Pick a couple. Pick 2, right? I only have 2. I do Pinterest, I do YouTube. I do a little bit of Instagram too sometimes, but those are the ones that I do, right? Today I would say for business, Facebook and YouTube are all you need. Other stuff you can if you want to, but you want to have some kind of presence online. If you don't like to get in front of a camera, get someone who does, Get someone who has no problem at all talking about your business, representing your business. Get someone out there who just likes to be your rep for your business. That's what you got to do. Last thing I'm going to tell you, and I tell this to all my new business people because this is a big deal with new business people. They always get, not always, I should never say that word actually. Many times they get irritated, sometimes they get depressed, sometimes they get, because they're not making sales or they're being told no. Now, in life, being told no, you take the no, you walk away. In business, if you get told no, you say, okay, you chalk it up because you have thick skin, right? Okay, I get it. He or she does not want my business now, and you move on. Now, one of my businesses in Arizona, it was online, and one was commercial cleaning, where I had people who did commercial cleaning for me, right? So while my teams were cleaning, I have 4 teams of 2, 8 people cleaning different businesses, whatever, all day long. I would do the recruiting for the business, right? That was my baby, of course, right? So what does that mean? It means I make phone calls. Yeah, I make cold phone calls. I made email out there. I was in groups all the time, meeting people, whatever, mingling, whatever, getting business that way too. I was out there doing it. I was jobbing it, right? But as you guys know from my other videos, every 2 of 3 would tell me no. So 2 businesses would say, no, we don't want you. But one would say, yeah, we want you. So 66% of the time, I was told no. That's how business works because there's competition out there. I don't believe anything is too saturated. I do think most things are heavily in competition, but I don't think they're heavily saturated. You just have to figure out in your mind how you are going to deal with the word no, because you're going to hear the word no, right? And as your coach, I'll teach you 3 or 4 different techniques how we deal with the word no. I have so many I've used before that are successful, but I'll show you how it works. But in you though, I have to get you to understand and you to get tougher about hearing the word no, and we move on. That's how we do. Quick story here, I told it before. KFC, the great chicken recipe, the 14 spices, whatever, 11 spices, whatever, right? Colonel Sanders went to over 100 different entities trying to sell his secret formula, right? His secret mix, whatever he was trying to selling, right? Over 100 entities. 100. The 101st one or the 102nd one said yes to him. He was already in his 50s when he finally heard the word yes to start his business empire with his secret spices and all that stuff, right? He did not care about the word no. And this is the same platform almost that I use when I teach you about hearing the word no. You will hear the word no. It isn't about the word no, it's about how you take the word no for your business, okay? I'm going to help you. I've helped many, many people before in the new business arena. I can help you too, it's no problem at all. Look down there for my email. Email me if you want. We can start with that if you like. Also too, please keep your head up, keep going, and keep focused. That's the only way you're going to make it, because at the end of the day, no one's going to make your business successful unless you believe it can be successful. Understand? Only you can make it successful. Nobody else. Just you.